Right, I know I've jumped straight back in, but yeah, let's just get on with this. So I've done a little bit off screen. I was hoping to get all this off screen, but didn't quite manage it, so that's fine. Might end up going over this top headland again. It's interesting how it's missed that bit there. Probably forgot to have it on. There you go. So yeah, I'm going to try and get this weeded today as well, just to make life a little bit more easier. We'll just see how generically it goes with the weeding. But yeah, no, we haven't got much left. 3 passes, probably. 3-4 passes. But yeah, definitely thinking of getting that bigger seeder. I don't know how much of a the thing is, it's only because it's the thing is I would want, if I go up to anything, it'd be the 4 meter. It'll probably be 90, yeah, it'd be that one there. If I'm honest. I would want tram lines in. Which wouldn't be that difficult. Right, I'm going to do this slightly differently this time. I'm going to skip straight to this end row. Run that straight down the corner there. Right, are we in okay? Yep. This is kind of how I plan to run this. Kind of in like that. So what I'm going to do, something I don't normally do, but I'm going to do this corner slightly differently. Just going to run in half a pot in here like that. Quite know if that's sailed in the right place or not, but it will do. So I reckon about 4 passes just to nail that. Could take some more trees out this end. To be honest, at some point. Wouldn't be the worst thing I've ever done. Can't even see where that bush is. Oh, that was a blind sightness. Yeah. So we've got one more run coming that way. So after this we can get rid of them trams. I reckon with a 6 meter, you're looking at probably 5 passes on this 6 on the top. So hardly anything. I need to fill up. Just see how we go. See how far 3% goes. I reckon we'll have enough. Because on the run up, you ain't gonna, yeah, we'll have enough. We'll probably end up with about 2 litres left, I reckon. Right. Put the front lights on so you can see the... Well, I don't know if the lights actually help. If I'm honest. They kind of do, but they kind of don't. Right. Now we can go put this back on. I need to construct a shed. And then the last job for today is we need to put the front thing on and just bucket this straight in there. And what I'm going to do with this is just put this straight into this corner. Like that. There you go. Actually, I actually want a bit straighter. There you go. Is the ground not quite perfect? Looks it. But yeah. It does just sit slightly out, but it should be okay. Right, weeder. Then we need to stick the front loader on this. Now this should be pretty dead straightforward, in theory. We got a nice straight run down. There's that line there that I'm trying to follow. It's hard to see it with the cedar, with the thing, but yeah. Then that's not quite overlapping. So there will be a bit of overlap on this bottom corner, but it's fine. But this means we don't spend any money on herbicide. Pretty much. Slight overlap, but it's hardly anything. Yeah, just a fraction, but it's fine. And that's kind of the advantage of a 6 metre. It's funny, this definitely could do with being opened up a bit more. What I'm trying to do is keep that roughly 90 degrees across. Yeah, it looks slightly out from me. Better. So it is roughly following the same kind of line as before. It's just I've just re-straightened it just slightly. And that's where GPS will come in handy, is like for this. And the issue I've got is if that starts sliding out. So it might just need to be a touch back way. Just so it gets roughly in the same place. The thing is, if it misses anything, you could always go back over. I might just, after this, just run down and just see if it says anything about missing. So more specifically here. Nope. Seem to be good. We seem to be good, which is a bonus. Right, let me sort the music out again in a minute. So after I've done this, and we've weeded the top field, there's not much to do now till next harvest. So, yeah. It'd be a case of monitor the situation and see how much cash we earn. The Fiat Ag 180 would be nice to have. But yeah, we shouldn't need to buy anything hopefully now till next November. So it means we can actually make top dollar on the eggs, which we haven't been able to do for the last 2 seasons. Just because we need stuff. With GPS, it's just makes love. Like certain jobs, like the cultivating, you don't really need a GPS. This will be useful with it, because like right now, I'm definitely not quite nailing the 6 meter. Harvesting you can do without. To be honest with you, be that one. Be that one. Yeah. It'd be that one. The yeah. And then you put a 5. It's only a 5.2 header. I don't know what other headers they have on them. Be that one. So it's a meter less, but yeah. Advantage having nothing. You don't have to worry about headlands or anything like that. That kind of makes sense. So I'm just keeping the far edge along the old track. So the advantage is this, it does leave wheel marks, which is quite nice. So you kind of seen where you've been. And that's why I want to do this before the crop grows. The only thing is GPS would make sure you are bang on, that's the only thing it would do. Nice wolf howling at night. So after this, skip to November. Where's the line? Skip to November. And then, yeah, see what happens. So if that harvester does work across there, that will be, I'll be doing canola. To be honest, I might just save up for a Heston. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. How much are the Hestons? I use in-game at the moment because it's just easier to use in-game. So you're looking, yeah. Decent Heston. Half 100 grand. Yeah, you're still looking 80, 90 grand probably. Or say about 60, 70 grand. So yeah, that's kind of a long way off. But if I get that little press one, I think the main priority will be the stacker for it first. The field could do, both fields could do with being a lot bigger. Like they're barely big enough to do what we need on here. How much is that one? So I'm working out what size tractors I need. 210. 210. And then the cheapest 210 we've got no mods. So I'm just comparing something. That might be different. That I think's different. Nope. I don't actually know what the difference is between these. Could be lights. Lights may be slightly different. So I don't actually know what the difference is, but right, let's have a look down the back here. 122. Doesn't even work. $145 possibly. $167. $160. So half of that again, probably 90. So that's the thing. If we buy that case and then something like that comes up, we'll sell it. Then we can get a direct seeder. That's kind of how your progression works on here. Tell you what, this is a great starting tractor. Nearly 20 hours in on it. So next season, I will want to buy that 4-metre seeder just to see if we can run it on here. If we've still got this. But that's the plan for next year. I want that 4-metre seeder. Oh no, I've slightly messed that line up. Fine, we'll come back across. Might have to come in the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to have to do 2 runs here. Which is fine. I don't know how many runs this bottom's going to take. Probably 2. That's what I'm guessing. And we'll just wait. We'll leave this track. Oh no, we've got one more field to do yet. Forgot about that bottom field. Yeah, that won't take too long. We can run that round in a few minutes. And it'll be harvest time on here again before we know it. And that's the thing, because we haven't got much to do at the moment. It's literally... we get everything done pretty damn quick. So we'll be into another half. The thing is, we're now in a position where we should start making a profit. Like, this should be the first in-game year where we actually have money. If that kind of makes sense. Might need lime this next harvest. So we might actually need some liming next harvest, but lime's cheap as chips. I'm actually going to try it a different way. I'm I'm actually going to have a go at installing them in a minute. Keep forgetting to drop this down. Just don't help. Right, let's try that again, shall we? The 5th time. And then we just got the one field left. Which shouldn't take too long to do. If I'm completely honest. I'll see how many hectares this is. I think it's about 1 hectare, which is nothing. You want on average about 2 hectares should produce what you want. So covering them to plus what we've seeded. Yeah, 0.63. That's slightly misleading as well because it doesn't give you exactly the whole coverage, but yeah. So I'm going to do this one slightly different. I also want to put his actual garage workshop on here. So get rid of that toolbox and put an actual workshop in. So I think next egg sale, silo, and workshop. So we have got increased light range on here, which I don't know if it's a good mod or not. I did see there might be an update coming to this map, but I don't know what the update would be. That kind of makes sense. That's kind of the hardest corner dealt with. So we've already covered nearly 12 metres in 2 runs. Whereas the other one would have been 3, 6, 9, would have been 4 passes. My math should have been a bit quicker than that, my apologies. Who the heck is that? Flipping heck, that made me... Flipping heck! Yeah. Did that come through on yours? Because I'm having a couple of issues with it playing back through to the, my viewers. Did that come through to you? Oh, flipping heck, that made me... I was like, hello? Flipping heck, that made me jump. Hey, mate, it's weird that... Okay, I might have to see... what's up with that. I don't know how long I'm on for today. It's literally just a quick stream after, because I finished work early. So, it's on till I run out of energy. I've done 25 minutes already on here. So, I'm potentially probably going to run till between 3 and 4, depending. How's your day going so far, mate? Cleaned out any shit out of the back of your truck yet? Here's a random question for you then. Do you get annoyed when people don't let you out? Yeah, going decent, mate. Washing out now. Oh, that's a fun job. Bet you really enjoy that, don't you? I get annoyed if they're coming up the road, I'm going out and still don't let you go, knowing they can't get past. Yeah. Well, I had it, so I'm on a very, very, very busy roundabout. And I've stopped to let the bus out. No one on the inside wanted to let the bus out, so I'm sat there going, right, there's only one thing I do, but go for it. Because that's the thing, people just are so impatient that there's no patience anymore. I don't know how long you've been trucking for, but it's just no... I've been driving 5 years, and it's just no patience anymore. Good news with this series is this is the first in-game year, and I've messed that line up completely. This will be the first in-game year where we've actually had money. Because most of the time we're scrubbing on about 50 quid. So 6 years of trucking, it's bad, like they're only shaving 30 seconds off. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the problem with people not being... Like, just leave 5 minutes earlier. It's not difficult to leave 5 minutes. If you left 5 minutes earlier, you wouldn't need to go and see your flipping mistress. For crying out loud. It's like... Just leave 5 minutes early, you'll get to your place safer. You then don't have to, what's the word? Run around like a flipping lunatic. Trying to chase things. So, side note again, you're learning, 4 to 6 metre is the ideal size. To be honest, 6 metre is bang on for me. Yeah, 6 metre, you should be able to do most stuff you need with 6 metre. The fields aren't that big that you don't have to worry. Could definitely do with GPS though, this is kind of getting tiresome. Whose life that stressful they must get in the quickest time. Yeah, and it's just... It's not only that, it's just selfishness. So no one has courtesy and manners. So, like, there's a, where I live, there's a junction that no one lets you out of, and I'll always let, I'll always try and let, 2 to 3 cars out, as long as they are quick. And what I mean by as long as the guy behind knows what's going on. It doesn't take 30 seconds to let 3 cars out, as long as they are responding to what's going on. That's the hardest thing as well, people not responding. Right, so the last job to do after, well, apart from fill the chicken pen, but the last fill job is next game day. Check the weeding stakes. You can't tell that to the next game day. And then fertilise, last fertilise, and then we're basically just doing nothing to harvest. Which I'm probably not going to do today. I'll do it on another stream. Awareness does my head in. Could rant about all day, but love it so. Yeah, people just don't... The thing is, people just don't know the size of their vehicle either. I drive a long wheelbase van. And I know I can actually put my van in spaces better back... I can drive better backwards than I can forwards. Ironically. But like I had it earlier, like a little thing. So I had a truck driver in front of me wanting to pull into a yard to drop off a load of ton bags. And I looked at the situation. He's gone to swing into the gate. Realised he couldn't get through the gate. So he's then basically tried to then do, and without trying to jackknife, he's then had to reverse back. And I basically just sat there, half a mile from his bumper, and told him to carry on with it. And I kind of blocked the road for him. Whereas the Fiat 500 in front of me decided to sit on his bumper and go round him. It could also be because I used to be a forklift driver. I kind of know more about what they can and can't see. And what you can see is nothing, what you can't see is everything. Or is it the other way around? You know what I mean. You've been driving trucks 6 years, so you know exactly what I mean. Those with 4x4s, we don't use 4x4 so they won't go off-road. Yeah, well, no, so I had it, so I'm going down this country lane. I'm driving down this country road, and well, no, I'll tell you about the first thing. So I'm driving down this country road, and there's a tractor coming the other way, and I took a 50-50 gamble. Is it going to go in the farmyard or the field? Now I'm looking at this tractor, and I can't remember what's on the back, but I'm thinking there's a 70% chance he's going in the field. Nope, he went into the farmyard instead. So I'm there sat in the middle of the farmyard going, I just banged it in reverse and got out of his way, and he sort of laughed about it. But I had one last summer where I'm on a country road and I've got a horse box coming towards me. And I'm like, I'm not going to get you to reverse because I know there's nothing your way. So I banged in reverse. I was probably doing 25 mile an hour in reverse, driving perfectly backwards just to the nearest pulling point. And she found that hilarious. She come by me. She was like, I don't think she's ever witnessed anything like that in her entire life. But that's kind of driver I am. I had an ambulance last week. I'm on a country road and I saw the blue lights in the distance thinking there's only one way this is going to end and I need to get out of this country lane before he gets on my bumper. So I just prayed to God nothing was coming the other way because I'm not even going to tell you the speed I was doing. But I've driven that country lane blindfolded. I could drive it blindfolded. I have driven it for the last 2 years. I know every pinch point, every corner off the back of my hand. And that's the kind of driver I am. People will turn when reversing as well. Like, you don't do that, just go forward. Boy, give me a second, I have to read that again. People who turn when reversing. Like, you don't do all that going forward. Why do it? Yeah, no, exactly. People just can't reverse going backwards. I don't know why. They just can't reverse going backwards. It's actually quite comical. Right, we need a couple of things. Yeah, right. Last job to do before we call it a night. Well, I had one, I'm going down this road, I'm not even joking. She decided to put a Volvo off-road over a rutted grass track at speed. That might have been a mistake. Is that even going to connect? No, we haven't even got the connection points. Nearly had it. It's because of the buckets on it. This is kind of the only issue with this mod. Oh, that's the pallet, folks. There you go. Got it. So it's the only issue with the front loader on here. And I normally take the front loader off just to make it life a little bit easier. But I'm hoping... I swear, I want to put something to test. I swear with Farm Sim, I would be able to drive a tractor. Like, be able to manoeuvre a tractor. Might not be able to understand gear shifts. But hey, that's a conversation for a different day. The best small tractor I find on the game. Where is it? This little G series is the best small tractor on the game. I've not found a cab for doing first person manoeuvring like I'm doing. So I started the survival series with nothing other than 50k. That would be share when you get a chance. Share your video to my share your video to my you thing. I'll definitely have a watch of that. So in 19, how I done this, I basically went with grass, trees and silage. So in 19, I basically went trees and silage. And I didn't want... And I knew with the price of eggs, I knew once we got running, we'll be making an absolute fortune. The problem is, they use up about 2,000 litres of grain every month. So you got to be... If I run 2 pens... So if I run... I've worked out, if I run 3 pens, I can earn 100 grand a year off eggs. But I would need 90,000 litres of grain, which is a heck of a lot to be able to do it. Yeah, in 19 I found silage was the best way to go. Like, the greenhouses are great, but I may do it on this series. I don't like the greenhouses. They're too much work. And what I mean by that is, like, with the chickens, you get more money for less. So, if I do the greenhouse on it, I want 3 of the big ones. And I would literally just do... lettuce. That's all I would do. And I also try and sell on the best time. So, eggs for me is November. Shame it's not October, because I've been selling quite a bit in October. Just with how everything's going. So I'm hoping to be able to get a November sale this year. The plan is I'm going to keep an eye on the used market for a mid-level tractor. Because we could do with upgrading our tractor. Tractor or combine, it depends on what comes first. But yeah, I'm going to put the silo in this bottom corner. So, I think I found these 2 off the mod hub. So that blue trailer was £1,000. And this was 3 or 4, I think, off the top of my head. So, these two trailers were on the mod hub. So, it's... I don't like dollies. So, it's that one there with the 10,000 litre. You can boost it to 14,780, but I just find that looks stupid. So yeah, 1030. If I'm honest, the wheel brand I want to go to, is it them? The rustic building pack, if you give me 2 seconds, is so I've got 2. So I've got this Elk Mountain Ranch pack is off Facebook, and if I go on here, so these ones, so that's on the mod hub. I'll show you what it's called in a minute. I can't remember the name. And this is on his second one, PC only. So he does mainly... So this is on the mod hub. I got sent a link for these for his website for PC only. And the reason is... Yes, that's the one. So that's what that is. But he's also done a pack 2 that's PC only because he's added these in. So you got a fermenting silo, a pig food mixer, and then cow food mixing. TMR. So, it was Raw who sent me the link, so I will probably put the link in my Discord, so you got it. So there's not much difference between them. On the second pack, you have got a couple more cow barns. But that's where that chicken pen's come from, is off the mod hub. So that's £9,000 for 360 chicks, which is, yeah, banging compared to what's on the mod hub. This isn't actually doing too bad. I am struggling to pick up a little bit though. There you go. I don't actually know how full this trailer is. I'm not really paying attention. It's 10 bucket loads. The other reason is I want to get the proper farms. I want to get a proper front loader instead of this, because this is a front loader that came with the tractor. It's not that great, and it means I can have a free. I can download the one with the 3,000 litre bucket. I think it is on here. It is so difficult to pick up. So I'm probably going to push the grain from the other side so I can actually see it. So I really can't see that. So we'll do that next. We'll push it from the other side. That trailer must be getting nearly full. But yeah, these pens take 9,000. So having a 10,000 litre trailer just kind of made sense. But yeah, finding them two, I sold the one I had off the mod hub because that was just cost me way too much. That's better. That's actually picking up now, which is quite good. Apart from that bit there. I mean, there's much left down there. I'm just pushing as much as I can out of this grass bank. I think there's a little bit there. Yeah, there is. It's quite good you can push, because that wasn't a feature of 19. So I like it, but it can get slightly annoying. Sorry about that camera angle. There you go, we're full. So I'm going to attempt to do what I don't like doing. And that's just straight tipping this into here. Is that gone in? Yep, just about. Right, so now we can skip to next game day and then get this weeder taken off. And get that filled. So that'll take most of that trailer. Save. Right. Is there anything left for us to do? So we've planted. It's growing. We won't know about the weeds. We won't know about the weeds next game day. Fertilizer all got one stage, which is good. So yeah, we can turn the lights off this thing. We can skip to next game day. Now, this thing here, I'm going to leave this out. We can grab it. So I am slowly putting stuff into the workshop. I'm going to grab this and put this here so I don't lose it. Toolbox is fine. Save. And then also we can get a decent forklift. Or decent forks to actually be able to move stuff with. Let's see how bad I've done with the weeding then, shall we? And of course, just like clockwork, it's raining. But advantage with the rain... Is it raining? I thought it was raining. Yeah, it is. I thought it was raining. Perfect, we've nailed the weeding. Nothing on there. We should have the first growth stage according to this. Right. We want a whole pat moved. Good. So the rain will wash our tractors. That missed completely. So we always want to nail. I wonder if we can get 2 going this way. I think you can do. That will be something I'll be looking at. Changing direction. Right. Let's see what's in the used. That's annoying. That's annoying. So we need to skip a little bit just to get out of this period. Right. But yeah, with the rain, it washes your tractor. Which is quite a good feature, actually. One thing I do love about Farm Sim is the rain does wash stuff for you. Which is quite nice. I've also got manual attach on here running as well. So, yeah, if you seed and then use a weeder directly after seeding, you don't get weeds. You don't then need to use herbicide. Right, let's go and fill this trailer. Not fill the trailer, but empty the trailer in here. And then we're going to skip a couple of hours. What's the price of eggs? I know we're not going to sell them, but I just want to see. Eggs should be about 1,500 if I've got my calculations right. I just realised music stopped. Price of canolas going up 708. I want to keep an eye on that in January. I think the best price. No, November. So 708. I think that's the best price. Yeah. 708. Yeah. See, this is the sale screen. So November is your best drop. So yeah, 143. Yeah. So you want to sell it about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's the ideal sale time. So I'm just admiring the cabling. That's quite cool. No, wrong one. So we can now drop this off. It depends on if you want to run realistic or not. So if you the option what I like is for 22, they've put it in here as a setting. So if I'm doing a lot of yard shifting, I'll turn it off. If I'm just doing like what I'm doing at the moment, there's no point having it turned off. So it just depends on what I'm doing. Jazz, mate! Jazz, welcome in. Thank you for the thing. I've got to sort out because I don't know why it's not playing back. And thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate that as well. Depending what you do as well. Like logging, taking a weight off trailer and stuff. Yeah, well, the thing is, if you are towing trailers, you can leave the weight on because some of them... How are you, Jazz? Are you doing well? Because if you notice, some of them have got the debris on them. So with the hitch point, it does kind of help. Okay, we got something not attached. Have we got something non-attached? Yeah. So yeah, with your 50 grand setup, it's not a bad way to go. Right, let's skip an hour so I can actually see. That's better. Talking about tractors, depending if you're on PC, this is a semi-broken mod. Semi. There's a few errors on it, but it works well. It only is about 12 grand. Because I started on... So this is probably one of the hardest survival series you'll ever find running, is what I'm doing. It's taken us like 5 harvests just to not be in debt after the year you're on PS5. This is kind of why I'm loving PC, because it's easier to do survival challenges. So yeah. How are you finding the PS5? I'm really struggling to get my lines in today. I prefer PC, a bit of write your own script for a map. Yeah. That's why I've been on PC now about, yeah, about a year. Give or take. But the thing is, again, the thing with mods is you've just got to be careful. So the advantage on stage 1 growth, there's no crop destruction. Which is quite nice. I think we are missing a strip. What I'm getting at. I can't wait to get GPS back. Yeah, we are missing a patch. So, we are missing a section of ground crop. So we're not quite nailed in where we need to be, but it's fine. Yeah, we're missing that section there. But again, it will not come up on the map. It's fine, I'm not good at spelling either. But to be honest, in this day and age, you don't really need to be. You've got enough apps and bits and pieces to work out what you need to say. Yeah, that's fine. Got a couple of grey bits, missed areas, but it's fine. But yeah, I think when we get that 4-metre cedar, I can get tram lines put in. And at least then you know roughly where you need to be running with your trams. That's kind of why I can't wait for precision farming to come back. There is a rumour as well, fertiliser may change. You want to try and do a raffle? You could try and do a raffle if you guys want to do something. You might be able to run a raffle out. Now, I don't know if that's missed bit or we've got an issue with misplanting. But yeah, that's kind of nailed on, bang on. Yeah. So if this is an 18-metre spread, be every 8 metres you want a tram, give or take. But we are going to waste a little bit because I want to go over the top again. So you are going to waste a little bit of doing this, but without this doesn't have variable spray rate, unfortunately. They're not bad. I've put a false border in here, just in case I ever use a helper or courseplay. So how I created these, I'll show you. There's only... So what I done, this one doesn't count because I didn't do this on. I literally went like this. And then counted, I think it was like 3-4 squares that way. And then 6 this way. Give or take. I'm going to call that done. So right, that's all the field work we need to do now till harvest. We now can just wait for this to grow and crack on. The reason I haven't done this field is because my combine that I've got will not go over this field. So this is why I've just left it. There's literally just no point. There's no point running that. Because that combine doesn't go over it. So right, let's just throw a bit of barley in the trailer while we're here. I can actually get it in. What do you mean? No, so because of the hill, if I do that, because of that incline and that hill, it physically can't drive over that hill. It's the hill's too steep for the combine. It's actually quite a bad the combine only cost me 15. It's the cheapest combine out there, but it's quite a bad conversion for it was quite a dodgy mod in 19, to be fair. It's even more dodgy now in 22. But it works. It harvests my crops. I will be changing over, as soon as I've got budget, I will be changing over to the bisons. But that'll probably be 2-3 harvests away. But yeah, so my goal is for next egg sale, we're gonna be getting a silo and a workshop, because I've got a toolbox at the moment, which is great, but yeah. The toolbox is great, just doesn't do what I need to do right now. So that's kind of why I dumped the barley on the floor. There might be a cheaty way of doing this. You might be able to use a belt in future and automate it off a belt. That might work as well. But what I'm doing is I'm just clearing it out of this corner. So when I do put silo in, it kind of fits. We're going to need to refuel this tractor again soon. We're up to nearly 18 hours. And I think we're coming up to our 4th harvest, if I'm right. And to be honest, I'm actually really pleased where the farm is. Right, this will probably be the last one, I'm guessing. Yep. So any actual point doing that? No, and right, this now goes back in here. And I might end up going to have a look at a mod in a second as well. I want to have a look at something. Now we just sit and wait till next harvest. Basically safe. We now just wait till next harvest. Right. I love how dark it's getting around here. Right. As expected, 2 full pallets. Which is what we were expecting. Again, when we get a mini forklift, we will be doing this with a forklift, not by hand. It's only just because it's easier at the moment to do it kind of this way. Right. I might end up calling the stream there in a minute. I just want to have a look at one mod before I do that. Right. Down. Down. Right. Okay, that's useful to know. We need a big baler. So at 40% is 95. That Agri Pro's great, but we don't need it at 45. Right. I want the engine off, that's what I want. Right. I said there's nothing to do. So this is kind of what I'm doing at the moment. What I'm going to do, when we get to harvest season, I'm going to just drop the stream. So I'll stay on till we get to the harvest window, and then I'll call it because I'm getting tired. Right, January should only... Oh, still 2 more pallets, which is good. Still on 2600, so we'll see what's in the used. So that's already 4. That's already 5 pallets. Yeah, but Missy, the reason is I've got this, and the forks don't pick these pallets. The forks that come with it don't pick the pallets up. Right, what's in the used? Nope. We ain't got budget for that. This is the hardest survival series I've ever done. I hope you do well, Missy. I need to finish off watching the rest of your stream from last night. I'll do that later on. Right. Should have 1. Yep. And there's the snow. And there's the thunder. Right, how much food have they got? We're February. How much food have they got? 4. So they can go down a little bit more. Anything in used? Can I justify that? Can I justify that? That's back in here again. You know what? I'm tempted by that. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, true, but I'm on So how I'm running this series is I started with nothing. I had to get a loan for a chainsaw. So we're not loaning anything. We're not borrowing money, leasing. Everything's being bought. And our income is chickens. This is, we're 4 or 5 harvests in. And it's chickens that are making us money. If it weren't for chickens, we'll have no cash. I'm enjoying it. It's a complete different way for me to play. I've done something similar on 19. I want to download the storage mod for the bags and see what comes up. I could teleport this, but I'm not. We'll do this properly. Right, so we'll take this up. Get this sold. Get the other one that's 6 grand. It'll only cost us 4. We should get 2 to 3 grand back out of this. Really could do with some tractors coming up. See, I would put the extra on, but we can't afford it just yet. It's 1,500 quid. Buy that. At least it's got a 42 metre spread, it's got a variable width on it. At least that's something. Because at 42 metres, it'd probably do the whole of our field in one run. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. Be slightly better than this one. We can't buy any other equipment now apart from a tractor because a T6 is going to cost about 45. So might have to wait till next year because November we should be getting another 40,000 out of the eggs. So yeah, because Missy, this mod came with his own front loader, which is kind of crap. Easiest way I can describe it. The front loader is kind of crap. But for a survival series, and a tractor only costed you sort of 11, 12 grand, it's not bad. My starting setup on it is about £45,000, I think. That's good. That's on there. Let's run back in here. Repair. 586. So we need. Let's see how. So it's 586. Let's see how much more that gives us. £100 more. Gave us 100 quid more. I might buy the cheap repair couple of mods that I probably will end up installing at some point. The cheaper paint mod and the cheaper repair mod, because the repair prices are ridiculous, especially as and when you buy used. There you go. That's a snow drift for you. That was literally just because of snow. Okay, let's actually, while we're up here, let's refuel. Let's refuel. Sits quite low. I was going to say sits quite low, but it actually doesn't sit too bad. Told you the brakes are useless on this. The brakes are absolute useless. quite cheap to refuel though. Belt system may actually not be a bad way for the lime. Just have a belt and then you can just fill it up that way. Might not be a bad idea. Advantage is a bit wider, so you... What I'm tempted to do is put this by the lime, and I might be tempted to, off camera, clean that lime pile up. I've got an idea what I might try and do with it. The reason I'm running in KPH is because of the GPS mod. At least the tractor's clean, even though it's raining. At least most of the dials work. I think the fuel gauge is accurate. At least in the snow, you get to see roughly where the path is. That's given me an idea. That's given me an idea. It's given me an idea. Yeah. So it's not quite worked. Yeah, I was hoping to have a bit more of a clearer view, but we don't. So, that's a shame. When we buy a mower, we'll have to mow where the path is, and then you'll be able to see it. Yeah, we're going to put this in the shed for a moment. So we'll probably do the lime off camera, separate. At least the barn works with the snow mod. And it kind of... You can see where the inner outer part is. .3 hours on here now. Right, let's see. February. Let's carry on. Right. That's ready to go when we need it. How many what we got in here left? 4. Okay. No, wrong button. It's this I wanted. Okay, we'll have a look at the mods. There's mods dropped that I might be interested in. Right, March. 2 pallets, yep. And we're up to 2. So we'll fill that up in a minute. Thing is, when we get the better forklift, we shouldn't need to keep doing this. We should be able to just do it with the forklift. Hopefully. There you go. Right. And loads pretty fast, which is good. Okay, we got on. Oh, hello. That is annoying. Another T6. That's annoying. That is annoying. Just slightly out of our budget. So I think we're only can go 5. I think we're only got, yeah, 500 if you're lucky. Yeah, so nope. Right, April. And we'll go to July and then I'll call the stream. Really? 2 SF900s? I might be tempted to download the mod, because there is a mod to adjust them, but yeah. At least we shouldn't need to spend any money. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's go to May. See what May brings us. Really? Right, we're at the 12 pallets. Which is a good thing. I don't even strap both of these. I don't even strap 2 together. No, you can't. Quite a nice big long trailer they are. Kind of a bit better than the Rollins, to be honest, with the money you get. So that's 12. So we've got 12 at the moment, and you're probably looking at what, May? June, July, August, September. Probably will get 24. So probably 33,600 by 1.5, yeah. 50 grand. We could be, if we have enough, we could be getting 50 grand, but we'll just have to wait and see. Right, May. Let's go to June and see what we got. We've got 2 more months to go, so I don't think harvest window's till July. And we're going to actually get stuff planted a bit earlier this year. We should still be within our budget. Yep, June. See, that might be the way to go for straw. think one more game day. I think. Yeah, one more game day. Why is it not giving me the option of tip? That's weird. Okay, that's confused, mate. Okay, I don't actually understand that. Deal with that in a minute. I know what it could be. Nope, we're connected. We are connected. Right, that's why. I want to try something. Oh, okay. Just wanted to try something. Right. Let's get these on. And then we're gonna... That'll do for the stream. I am gonna do one more thing before I log off. I will do one more thing before I log off. Right, save that, because I don't think there's anything useful in the used. Nope. See what's in July, shall we? Should have enough grain to get through to July. And we're just going to pour the first load straight in. But I think we are going to buy a silo in a minute. Right. Really? Okay, nothing. So, yeah. We are at the point we're ready to harvest. So what I'm going to what I'll do is I'm going to cool it. Move these 2 egg boxes out of the way. Put this one back in underneath. Yeah. Still 5,000 litres, so that's good. Still got 4 months before selling. Which is impressive with the amount of eggs. So if we can pull 50,000 eggs out, then yeah. I might just wait. So I'm going to have a look on the mod hub. Before we log off, we're going to have a scan of the mod hub. I'm going to do a couple of jobs just before we call it. The silo I'm looking at. Can we afford? It's a cheap silo. 5,000. Ready? But we got... Okay, that. I did not get a plan. It's better. Kind of works. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah. Right, let's have a look through the mod hub. And then I'm going to call the stream. So that might not be bad. If we can get a 100 grand tractor for 228. That's interesting. It's got a variable. That's interesting. Just Draka pack 50, 52, 59, 72. So the Joskins, Bergman, all production pack. Yes, you do get lettuce. So that'd be good for supply and transport. Less boring. Which is true. Wholesale. Old fuel. Renew and slurry dealer pack. Self-made government drain. Class Lexion. Class Arian. Lizard Continental, which is rubbish. Set 27 plow. That's not a bad bit of kit. Right. Increasing user service was better than the dung. Okay, so that's interesting. So I don't know what category they'll come under. Yarra fertilizer. That might actually be cheaper than what we're using at the moment. Well, special directive trees. Yeah. Right. I also want to have a look at something on gameplay. That's what I was doing for right gameplay. That's the mod I want. But I haven't found what I'm looking for. Yep. So that should, yeah. That's what I was going for. Right, let's jump back in game. We're going to see how this works. So I'm hoping the straw will now act as the fertiliser. Is what I'm hoping. Yeah. Right, so we got a seed one. To be honest with you. Don't know what they do. So, this is why we've not saved it yet, because I don't actually know what they do. Okay, so you got refill. Okay, no. Let's see how much 1,000 litres is. Okay. There you go. I think that's, yeah. Be interesting to see. Right, so far 800. That might actually be cheaper. That might actually be cheaper. $916. So 916. No, it's not. Okay, so it's not them. So yeah, it's not them. So I'm going to uninstall them. Right, I think I'm going to call a stream there. We'll just log back in the mod because I want to show you the tractor, but I just want to uninstall them mods I've just chucked in. Because they're actually a bit dearer than what I expected. Where are they? There you go. They're slightly dearer. So let's have a look at the John Deere and then we'll call the stream. Right, so right. So it'll be under medium is what I'm going with. Yep. So at the moment you're looking at, so you got some different, so you probably would do 2-wheel drive, save some cash. So what can we get for 228? $150. About 150. So that would be it there. Then it'll be that one there. So it's 103 grand. And you can put rear narrows on it, which is good. But to be honest with you, I'd rather go full setup. Then put total narrows. So that's what we're looking at. 110. And you can put 1,000 kilo front weight on. That's what you're looking for, roughly. So yeah. And then in theory, if you're going front loaders, let's see what's actually in here. Yeah, we've got some John Deeres. Oh, they are actually... Yeah. Okay. So at least that's something to work on. Right. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope everyone had a good time. And I'll see everyone very soon.